I had the immense pleasure of sitting down with the one and only Sir Elton John. The rockin' man spoke to me about his brand new documentary. It's called Never Too Late, where he is sharing so much about his triumphs, troubles, and what the next chapter of his life holds. Music icon Elton John welcoming GMA inside his Windsor home right outside of London as he chronicles his life and legacy after closing the curtain on touring. The documentary is beautiful. The way it bookends your career and just your rise to stardom, coming out, overcoming addiction, any part of your journey that captivates you still.
I've forgotten about the early stuff so much, and then I saw the footage of the first 5 years and the records that we made. I was really proud of what we'd done. I was saying, God, we did a lot of incredible work in 5 years, 13 albums, come on. Never
Too Late features never-before-seen footage from the Rocket Man's 5-decade-long career.
Rocket Man, burning out his fuse off hair alone.
And reveals intimate details about his tumultuous beginnings. People have been familiar, but not to that degree, about your father hating rock and roll and how you really wanted to prove him wrong.
Well, it was a different era, Robin. It was the 50s. You know, when rock and roll came in, it was like, wow, I couldn't believe it. And my mother was on my side. She was very encouraging. She wanted me to be a musician, but there was a side of her that could be incredibly abusive, and I was frightened of her. And that never changed. I wanted to leave my childhood behind, and that caught up with me. When I realized I put everything into my work, and there was nothing underneath it. I was just a void.
Reflecting on what he's overcome on his rise to fame, Elton remembers the bonds he formed along the way. You talked about being on stage, and it was electrifying.
Yes.
For you. How has that impacted you creatively and in other ways that you don't have that time on the stage anymore?
It's wonderful. I mean, when I finished my tour in Stockholm 2 years ago, I was very excited. I was very happy. I wanted to end by playing and singing as well as I ever had, if not better. And I honestly don't miss going on tour. I'm 77, and I've done over 4,500 shows. I've gone how many flights. I have 2 young boys that need me. I have David, as my husband, that needs me. I love spending time with my boys, and I love being here at this house. And I understand why people find it hard to stop, but I didn't find it hard at all.
Joining from their home, Elton's husband, David, who co-directed the film.
What I find so inspiring about Elton's life story is the fact that you can surf through so much adversity and setbacks.
The documentary is spectacular. You co-directed it with R.J. Cutler.
Yes.
So what was that experience like for you, David?
I was really lucky. RJ is such a great documentarian. I also knew that I could bring a very unique insight into the true Elton and our family.
Their 2 sons, Zachary and Elijah, on stage at Elton's final U.S. show at Dodger Stadium in 2022. An ode to where his career skyrocketed nearly 50 years ago.
This hangs in our kitchen, and that's that beautiful moment on stage at Dodgers when Elton wanted the world to really see and feel why he made the big decision to stop touring.
Do they know what a big deal their dad is?
They do and they don't. I think one of the things that Elton's always done, he does a show, he comes home, he doesn't talk a lot about what he does, he doesn't play his music all the time in the house. He's daddy.
And the last question, the legacy question, Elton John, what do you want your legacy to be?
My music speaks for itself. My legacy was I was a great husband and an even better father, and I think he would agree with that.
I will second that.
Beautiful.
The music, the career is fantastic. It's been mind-blowing, groundbreaking. But the most important thing to me in my life is making sure my children are happy, they have a wonderful life, and that I was good to them. That's all that counts.
I always enjoy sitting down with Elton John and invite me into his home like that. And he said of everything that he's doing, the most important role to him is that of being dad. That's what he calls his most important role. And you can see Never Too Late, Never Too Late. It is streaming right now on Disney+.